the Lion's Pride of Josie Rugby podcast with Clinton Scott.
Evening, everyone. Welcome back to Lion's Pride of Josie podcast. It's great being back again after the 1 month international break. Although it was exciting seeing the Boks in action and great victories for them on tour, winning all three of those. It's great to be back talking about the Lions, our beloved team, and I'll be speaking about their 4 upcoming games. I'll go through the squad that has been picked to play against Munster and Ospreys, and we'll also just chat about a signing from the Bulls that has yet to feature for the Lions. So guys, the Lions obviously fly out today to Ireland. They face Munster on Saturday. Munster, who we all know is a formidable outfit, have had a bad start to their season. They've only won 2 out of 6 games. They also sacked their coach before the international break. So they're not quite where they want to be. And I think it's a game that the Lions really need to target. On the other side, the Lions have won 4 out of 5. It's our best start to URC season so far, and we're looking really, really good. It's a good mix of Currie Cup players that have come through with experienced URC players. So, the season is looking really good for the Lions at the moment. So I think it's a game that we really, really can target for a win to make it 5 out of 6 and continue our surge in this season of the URC. So I'm just going to go through the squad that has been picked to go and tour against Munster in the URC, and then obviously a week later against the Ospreys in the Challenge Cup in Wales. So it's a very strong squad that's been chosen, and no surprises here, although some people might have thought that a player like Renzo du Plessis would have been in the squad, and he has been replaced in this touring squad by our new signing, Veje Steenkamp. Okay, so the forwards that have been picked for this, we've got PJ Botha, Jared Keynes, Ruan Delport, Frankie Horn, Franco Mare, Morgan Odia, Reinhard Notnagel, Asenate Ntlabakanye, JC Pretorius, Sivalala Koma, who's returned from injury, which is great, Ruben Skuman, Johan Skuman, and the promising tight head prop, Arif Skuman, who has been included. This player is going on in leaps and bounds. He was also chosen as the Currie Cup Breakthrough Player of the Year. And then we've got, like I mentioned, Veje Steenkamp, who will be making his first appearance for the Lions since joining us from the Bulls. He was not involved in any of our previous games. He was actually struggling with a broken toe injury, which has now healed and recovered. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this flanker in the mix. He can play 7 as well as 8. So that gives us good backup and depth in our loose trio combination. And then the last forward here is Konrad van Vieren, the other tight head prop. Our backs that have been picked for this tour is Erich Cronje. Kieran Horn is back, obviously, after he suffered concussion in the last game before the break. Richard Kriel, Marius Lowe, Tapia Mafura has recovered from a calf injury. It's great to see him back. That guy's got so much pace and so much talent. We know what we have in him. Sanenelo Hamba, the little general and genius at number 10. Nico Steyn is included in the squad. Wonne van der Berg, Edwin van der Merwe, Henko van Wyk, and it's great to see Kate Volliter injury-free at the moment, and he'll probably be playing in his 4th consecutive game now against Munster on Saturday. So yes, obviously it's always going to be a big test of character for our side when they go over to especially play the Irish sides. But like I said, Munster are not exactly in the hottest form this season so far. So the Lions should be taking momentum and confidence into this game. I believe we can come away with a victory here, which will just set us up nicely for the last 3 games of the year, although it's 2 different competitions. So after we play Munster, we then go on to Wales and we play against Ospreys in the Challenge Cup. A week later, we return back to South Africa and we play Section Paloi, which is a French side in the 2nd Challenge Cup. So all those guys that are in Joburg and around that weekend of the 14th of December, make sure you get to the park in your numbers and go and support our team. They always need us, and it means a lot to them when the supporters are in the stadium. Then our last game of the season will be against the Stormers, who have also been blowing hot and cold. There's obviously there were rumors that they were going to bring Jan Akkerman in there to help with the coaching, with Jan Dobson, but obviously we now hear that Jan Akkerman is joining the junior Springboks in January. So Dobson finds himself in a space where things are not exactly clicking. If you go back to where they won the URC and then they played in the final the following year, even though they lost, they won great form. But things are not all hunky-dory in Cape Town. So you can never underestimate any opposition, but I believe the Lions must really target these two games before the year closes. Munster on Saturday and the 21st of December against the Stormers for victories. That will really solidify our position in that top half. And then it's going to be obviously interesting to see how we perform in the two games against Ospreys and Section Palois. So, there's a lot of people that were I saw on the page saying, why is Renzo du Plessis not getting picked and why is V.S. Steenkamp getting picked in his place? Well, guys, V.S. Steenkamp was signed as a URC player and is yet to perform for us. So it's an ideal opportunity now that he's recovered from an injury to get in and show what he's worth. And like I said, it's going to add a lot of depth to our squad. We know what we've got in Renzo du Plessis. He's not going anywhere. Those young players have signed new contracts. So Renzo du Plessis and Reinhard Jonker, S.J. Kotze, those guys will all get a run in probably the second game against Section Palois at Ellis Park. They need to rotate these players. We obviously need players rested at certain periods. The season is long. It's two competitions running concurrently. So it's great that all these players that were injured are coming back from injury and they're going to get a chance again. And Ruan Venter, as I mentioned on the page a while ago, I spoke to him. His rehab's coming along nicely. He will be back probably end of January, beginning of February for the URC. So we also know what we have in him. So there's a lot of depth now all around the team and the squad in all our positions. I mean, from 14 right through to our front row, we've got great depth, which we never really had 2 seasons ago. But the players have put their hands up in the Currie Cup, and a lot of them have been picked now for the URC, and a lot of them will play in the Challenge Cup, and then they'll keep on rotating. So guys, it's a good time to be a Lions supporter. It's exciting to be wearing the red jersey again, and we need to just get behind our guys, get behind this team, and I think they're going to do well in the Challenge Cup and continually doing well in the URC. So we need to end this year with a bang. We started it with a bang. We need to end it with a bang. And when the likes of Ruan Venter and those guys return again in the new year, we continue to march on. So just one last thing as well is it's great to see our page growing. We are just short of 6,500 members now, and I believe that it's going to continue to grow from strength to strength. So guys, keep well, enjoy the rugby on Saturday, go Lions, and make us proud.
The Lions Pride of Josie Rugby podcast with Clinton Scott.